Girls, in this video, we are going to see budget. Have you heard the word budget? Even in our day-to-day life, we are using this word, isn't it? Whenever the father comes with, today is day one. So, the head of the family, if he comes with, earns money for the family, while he comes home, they started preparing the budget for this month, isn't it? During this pandemic period, we suffer a lot, isn't it, with less amount of income. So, we allocate funds based on our expenditure. Allocating the funds is called budget, annual financial statement. That is called budget. So, where the word budget derived from? It is derived from the French word. Usually, all the economic words usually derived from the Greek words. Most of the economic terms are derived from Greek words, but the word budget is derived from the French word boquet, which means a small leather bag. I don't know whether you have watched this or not. This I said annual financial statement. I will show you a picture of our finance minister, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, with her red sari and a small leather bag with a brown color leather bag. She submitted the budget of 2020, 1920. In the year 19, she submitted Edaikala budget, intermediate budget she has submitted. In the year 2019-20 budget was submitted in the year 2019. Intermediate budget, that means Edaikala budget. She submitted, while she came to submit to the parliament, she came with a brown color leather bag. So the bag contains the details of the financial statements, both the revenues and also the expenditure. Usually, every year, the month of February, they used to submit the budget. Usually, the last day of the February. If it is normal year, it will be 28th. If it is a leap year, on 29th, they will submit the budget to the parliament. Before that, the finance minister prepare all the financial statements and it kept confidentially. On the day of the submission, she is submitted in front of the parliament, in front of both houses. And then another information, while they are starting preparing the budget, annual financial statement, they start the work with a sweet. As we said, sweet கொண்டாடுன்னு சொல்கிறோம்ல, ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கிறதே ஸ்வீட்டோட ஆரம்பி. So, before submitting the budget, they used to, before printing, so everything will be prepared and it goes for printing, isn't it? So that the occasion of printing, the first printing or after completing the first copy of the budget, they prepare halwa. So they start completing the budget with a sweet, that is halwa. This time they have given in the paper. Last year your seniors, I gave them as an activity, they have done that. I gave all the information, what are all the things they are doing. I gave the paper cutting to them. So they prepare, they have done well. So they start the printing of budget with a sweet. and everything was completed, she submitted, the finance minister has to submit to the parliament. So it's a financial statement. What would be there in the statement? So the estimated income and the expenditure of the government for the financial year, forthcoming financial year will be there. So if she is submitting the budget for 2019 March February 28th, na, the budget is for 2019 and 20 up to February. So the annual financial statement for the expected income and the expected expenditure. So this is budget. So two definitions are given, past stable definition and rainy storm definitions are given in your book. Go through that. And you should know what is union budget and the state budget, isn't it? Both the central government and the state government, they have to submit the budget. While finance minister is submitting there at the central Nirmala Sitharaman, here the finance minister has to submit. That is Mr. OPS Pannirselvam, he has to submit the budget in Tamil Nadu. So, union budget and the state budget. So, under the article 112 and article 202, the union budget is submitted to the parliament. Here to the state legislative assembly. So, India is a federal economy, isn't it? So, public budget is divided into two layers. And one is union budget, the another one is state budget. Under the article 112, the union budget should be submitted in front of the parliament. And each state government has to submit the budget to the state legislative assembly under article 202. And then we are going to study that. Types of budget. What are all the types? There are so many types of budget. What are all the types of budget? Revenue and capital. Revenue budget and capital budget. Revenue budget, I write as capital budget, supplementary budget, vote on account. So under this heading, we are going to study these things. First one, on the basis of expenditure, revenue account and other accounts of budget can be presented. One is revenue budget. It is consist of revenue receipts and revenue expenditure. Receipts or income and revenue expenditure or expenses. So in the revenue budget, it contains the revenue receipts and the revenue expenditure. What are all the revenue income, revenue receipts? So here non-tax revenue and tax revenue. We have already studied, isn't it? Tax and non-tax revenue will be there in revenue receipts. And in the revenue expenditure consists of planned revenue and non-planned revenue. Plan and non-planned revenue expenditure. Expected, what they are going to do. What are the plan they have planned? The expected. So, the revenue budget consists of revenue receipts and revenue expenditure. The revenue receipts, under the revenue receipts, they collect the money from tax and non-tax revenue will be there in revenue receipts, and plan and non-plan expenditure will be in the revenue expenditure. And the second one is capital budget. Here also capital receipts and capital expenditure. So the capital budget consists of capital receipts and capital expenditure. The capital receipts included loans, advances, borrowings, all the things comes under capital receipts. And capital expenditure is also known as planned capital expenditure and non-planned expenditure. Plan and non-plan. What are the things comes under this? I'll give you as a photocopy. And the supplementary, it is a budget during the, as I said, intermediate budget சொன்னனால அது மாதிரி supplementary-ங்கிறது அதுதான். If any emergencies or during the war, natural calamities, tsunami and other things. So during that time, they will give a budget allotted. The expenditures allotted in the budget provisions are not always enough. So under these circumstances, a supplementary budget can be presented to tackle these unforeseen events. So this is unexpected budget during the emergencies, war period and natural calamities. So they need the revenue and they have to allot fund. So to tackle the problem, they will prepare a budget. That budget is called supplementary. And vote on account under Article 106. Under Article 106, the Indian Constitution, the budget can be presented in the middle of the year. And this reason may be political in nature. That means sometimes the existing government may or may not continue that year. For example, if there is a death of the political leader, the ruling party, if any unforeseen things happen during the period of year, academic year, financial year, there will be an emergency to submit a budget. That is, on account of because in between, if there is a death of a political leader, means a ruling party leader, means they cannot immediately they cannot conduct an election, isn't it? So it's not possible. There is a big process. Election is a big process. So immediately, if there is a unforeseen things happened in the ruling party, they cannot conduct the election in between. So in such cases, they will place as a lame duck budget. So that budget is called vote on account. இப்போ என்ன சொல்கிறது, சும்மா பேருக்கு சப்மிட் பண்ணணுமேங்கிறதுக்காக இன் பிட்வீன் ஒரு 2 to 3 months இருக்குது எலெக்ஷனுக்கு. ஸோ இன் பிட்வீன் we cannot conduct the election. So ஒரு short period of time, if we want to submit a budget, if we need to plan for the expenses and also for the revenue, at that time they will prepare this lame duck budget, that is called vote on account. So these are the types of budget. And then we are going to study the components and and the vote on account budget is a special provision by which government gets permission from the parliament to incur expenditure on necessary item. So both the governments have to give, both houses, both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, they have to give permission to prepare this vote on account. That means the lame duck budget. So the legal permission of the both houses of the parliament for the withdrawal of money from the consolidated fund of India. So where do they get the amount? Because I said there should be no leader. So in between, during the year, they cannot do the election. So there should be no leader. In that situation, the both houses, they will give permission to use the fund from the consolidated fund. That means there is a fund kept for unforeseen expenditure. From that fund, they will meet the expenses. So to get the money from the consolidated fund, they have to get permission from both houses. That means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And how do they allocate the fund? They will allocate the fund based on vote on account. I don't know whether you have seen the parliament or state legislative work. ஆம் என்று சொல்பவர்கள் அதை மறுத்து சொல்பவர்கள் இல்லை என்று சொல்லவும் அப்படின்லாம் சொல்லுவாங்க. The சபாநாயகர், the speaker of the houses, they will declare, they will ask you vote. Maybe by saying yes or no, or by raising their hands, they can show their vote. Maybe for or against, both. They will decide. ஒரு ஸ்பீக்கர் வந்து டிசைட் பண்ணுவாருடா. By saying yes, you can give the acceptance. By saying no, you can deny, refuse பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்லுவார். Or else, those who are accepted, just raise your hands. அப்படி சொல்லலாம். Those who are not accepted அப்படின்னு கேட்கலாம். So they will choose. By choosing vote. ஓட்டுங்கிறது by through voice-ஆகவும் இருக்கலாம், by raising hands-ஆகவும் இருக்கலாம். So in that method, they will get the acceptance from both houses and they will use the fund of consolidated fund. So this budget, for how many months they will prepare the financial statement? Only for 2 months, not more than. So if there is election is going to be held within 3 months. So for this 2 months or 3 months, they need a budget. They will do this vote on account budget. And the next one is zero-based budget. And the fifth one is zero-based budget. ZBB. Zero-based budget. So India has presented this zero-based budget in the year 1987 and 88. What is this? In this zero-based budget, they did not calculate the previous year expenses or revenues. Not calculating previous year finance and not accepting or accounting forthcoming year or future. This past, this future. So in this budget, every year is considered to be a fresh year. They never consider the previous year happenings, receipts, revenues, expenditure, nothing. And they also not taken into account what would be happen in the future. They never bother about that. Every year is considered to be a fresh year and they will start the budget in a fresh manner. The previous things, the things which have happened in the past will not taken into account. That is zero-based budget. In India, it was given by VP Singh. Former Prime Minister, he has given VP Singh, he has introduced the budget in India. And usually the father of zero based budget is Peter Fire. Peter Fire is the father of zero based budget. So what it gives the light of socio-economic objectives which have been already set up for this project, as well as the view of priorities of the societies. So it never considered the past, it never bothered about the future. What should be given? Which should be given more preference? So it gives the light to the socio-economic view of the particular year. That is called zero-based budget. And then performance budget. That is, it is the outcome of any activity is taken as the base of any budget. The next one is performance budget. For any budget, the outcome of activity should be taken, isn't it? What is happening? So that is called performance. So for the first time in the world, the performance budget was introduced in USA. And the Administrative Reforms Commission was set up in the year 1949 in America under Sir Hooper. So there is a commission set up. The Administrative Reform Commission was set up by Sir Hooper in the year 1949 in USA. And what they recommended? They recommended the performance budget in USA. That is, it is compulsion of the government that, what do you mean by performance? How do you perform? What is done? How much it is done? That is performance. What they have done to the society, how much to be done to the society for the betterment. So this to be taken into account. That is performance. நம்ம என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கோம், பண்ணதில் எவ்வளவு betterment கிடைச்சிருக்கு. So we have planned this, we have did this, we got this result. That is performance budget. So all the thing is taken into account. Whatever happens will be taken into account for the budget. What they have planned, how they have executed, what is the result. So if you conclude all together, we will get the performance budget. It is also known as outcome budget. So it talks about the outcome of the project or whatever it may be. So it is also called as outcome budget. And then these are the types of budget we have learned today. And the second topic is balanced budget and unbalanced budget. So you already know what is balanced and unbalanced, isn't it? So the next type is balanced budget. Balanced and unbalanced. What do you mean by balanced? Balance means both the revenue and the expenditure is equal. That is balanced budget, isn't it? Here the receipts and the expenditure are equal. Receipts equal to expenses. or the revenue is equal to the expenses, whatever it will be. That is balanced budget, isn't it? So there should be no deviation. The estimated revenue is equal to the anticipated expenditure. நம்ம எவ்வளவு எதிர்பார்த்தோமோ அது வந்துருச்சு, எவ்வளவு செலவழிக்கணுமோ அது வந்துச்சு. So if both are equal, that is called balanced budget. The unbalanced budget, we have two types. One is surplus budget, the another one is deficit budget. You have already known this word, isn't it? Surplus means receipts or revenue is more than expense. Here revenue is less than expense. If there is more income, this is called surplus budget. If there is more expenses, that is called deficit budget. So the estimated revenue is greater than estimated expenses. And here the estimated revenue is less than estimated expenditure. So these are the types of budget. First one we have see revenue budget, capital budget, supplementary budget, what on account, that is another type of plain duck budget, and zero based budget, performance budget, and balanced budget. So these are the types of budget. And then next class we will see the budgetary procedures. Thank you, girls.